Are we about to witness a seismic shift in the San Francisco 49ers roster? Rumors are swirling that a key player has requested a trade, and the organization is reportedly open to negotiating. This could change everything for our beloved team as we head into the off-season. With a hefty contract and a recent decline in production, could this be the end of an era for one of our most dynamic playmakers? Stay tuned as we dive into the details of this shocking news. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with all the latest 49ers updates. The San Francisco 49ers offseason just took a surprising turn, and as a passionate fan, I can't help but dive deep into the implications of this news. Deebo Samuel has reportedly requested a trade, and the team has given him the green light to explore his options. This comes after General Manager John Lynch made statements just a few months ago about the Niners planning to keep Deebo through 2025. So, what's changed? Brian Baldinger, a respected NFL analyst, weighed in on this situation, suggesting that if Deebo isn't fully committed to being a Niner, perhaps it's time to accommodate him. And honestly, I can see where he's coming from. It's not just about the player's personal desires. It's about the financial implications as well. Samuel's contract is hefty, and given his production last season, 806 yards and 4 touchdowns, it raises questions about whether that investment is still worthwhile. Remember the 2021 season? Deebo burst onto the scene with 1,770 scrimmage yards and 14 touchdowns, showcasing his explosive talent and versatility. But since that breakout year, his numbers have dipped significantly, and in a league where every dollar counts against the salary cap, the 49ers are facing tough decisions ahead. They're already tied into substantial contracts for players like Brandon Ayuk, who is also looking at a significant payday. As we look ahead, the situation becomes even more complex with the impending extension for quarterback Brock Purdy. A solid deal for Purdy could tighten the financial picture even further, making it crucial for the 49ers to assess their priorities. In this context, the potential loss of Deebo Samuel becomes more than just a personal story. It's a critical decision that could shape the team's future. So, what does this mean for us, the fans? It's tough to see a player of Deebo's caliber possibly leave the organization. He's not just a pivotal player, he embodies the spirit and grit of the 49ers. But as Baldinger pointed out, the team is paralyzed by some really big contracts. This is a legitimate concern. If the 49ers decide to go down this path, they need to ensure they have a solid plan in place, especially with Ricky Pearsall waiting in the wings as a potential replacement. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I completely understand the financial aspects and the need to maximize our resources. On the other, letting go of a player like Deebo feels like losing a part of our identity. It's a precarious balance between the present and the future, and I can only hope the front office is weighing these options carefully. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe keeping Deebo around is the right move, or should the team look to rebuild in other areas? The off-season is a time for change, and we have to be prepared for whatever comes next. Whether it's a trade or a new contract, one thing is certain. The decisions the 49ers make in the coming weeks will shape the trajectory of this team for years to come. The San Francisco 49ers had a rough season in 2024, finishing with a disheartening 6-11 record after just a year removed from a Super Bowl appearance. It's a stark reminder of how quickly things can change in the NFL. Injuries played a significant role, but let's not sugarcoat it. This team needs an upgrade. The pressure on the quarterback just wasn't there like it used to be, and that's a major concern. Nick Bosa, our superstar pass rusher, had a personal improvement, boosting his individual pressure rate by 3%. But the team's overall pressure rate dropped from 43% to 41%. That's alarming. And it's clear that Bosa can't do it alone anymore. He needs help, and fast. Now here's where things get really interesting. According to Corey Woodruff from USA Today, the 49ers might be eyeing a trade for none other than Joey Bosa, Nick's older brother, who plays for the Los Angeles Chargers. Can you imagine the two Bosa brothers wreaking havoc together in Santa Clara? That could be a game-changer for our defense. Woodruff makes a compelling case, noting that Joey could serve as a perfect complement to Nick, giving us the edge we desperately need on the defensive line. But let's unpack this a bit. Joey Bosa is a 5-time Pro Bowler, and while he's had his share of injuries over the past few seasons, he still managed to make an impact. He recorded 5 sacks in 14 games last season, which isn't exactly what we'd expect from a player of his caliber, but he's still a threat. The question is, can he return to form and stay healthy? This could be an opportunity for the Chargers to free up some salary cap space. With Joey Bosa's contract extension worth $135 million running out after the 2025 season, moving him might just make sense for both teams. For the 49ers, acquiring Joey Bosa might not just be a strategic move, it could also be a powerful statement to the rest of the league. Imagine opposing quarterbacks having to deal with not one, but 2 Bosa brothers on the field. That's a nightmare scenario for any offense. But let's be real for a second. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, the potential of having both Bosa brothers together is tantalizing. On the other hand, we have to consider Joey's injury history. Can we rely on him to stay on the field? This is a gamble. But then again, what's football without a little risk? The implications of this potential move are massive. If it goes through, it could revitalize our defense and reignite our playoff aspirations. It signals to the fans that the organization is serious about winning, and it shows the players that they have the support they need to succeed. And let's not forget the emotional connection between the Bosa brothers. Having that kind of chemistry on the field could elevate our entire team dynamic. As passionate fans of the 49ers, we've seen how crucial these strategic moves can be. They shape our future and dictate our chances for success. If the front office pulls the trigger on this trade, it could be a turning point for our franchise. We all want to see the 49ers back in the Super Bowl, and bringing Joey Bosa home could be a vital step in that direction. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you think the 49ers should go after Joey Bosa? Are you as excited about the possibility of the Bosa brothers teaming up as I am? Let's get the conversation going in the comments. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay updated on all things 49ers, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see where this offseason takes us. Go Niners!